Gwen Stefani reveals moment she said yes to the dress for fairy tale wedding to the Voice co-star Blake Shelton. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Gwen Stefani reminisced on the day she picked out her beautiful Vera Wang wedding dress to marry her husband and co-star Blake Shelton. The Voice stars have already discussed having a baby after tying the knot over the July 4th weekend. Gwen, 51, took to Instagram to share a sweet video of the day she picked out her wedding dress to marry Blake, 45. The singer posted a series of photos and videos from the special shopping trip as she tried on the gown of her dreams. The No Doubt star looked overjoyed as she gazed in the mirror through a large veil of crinoline, showing off the Vera Wang wedding gown. In a second clip, she walked the runway of the bridal shop, showing off the dress's plunging deep V neckline, her custom white cowgirl booties, and stunning long train. Gwen also shared photos of her posing in the beautiful white dress and added in a couple of selfies as she admired her bridal look. "The moment I said yes to the dress," she captioned her post, alongside the hashtags first fitting and thank God. Gwen and Blake said, "I do" over the 4th of July weekend in a ceremony on the country star's Oklahoma ranch officiated by the Voice host Carson Daly. Wedding bells, a source told ET at the time. It was absolutely a picture-perfect intimate wedding with family. Everyone at the wedding was so thrilled to see Gwen and Blake finally get married. They have been talking about a wedding for so long and wanted nothing more than to officially call themselves a family. "It was a fairy tale experience even for the guests," they continued. Everyone who attended the ceremony was talking about Gwen and Blake's love for one another, the insider claimed. "They have been so careful because they've had their hearts broken, and this wedding made everyone feel like dreams do really come true. They have both been through a lot and deserve to find each other. They were meant to be a couple in every way." Expanding the family. Shortly after the wedding, another source told Hollywood Life that the newly married pair are talking about having a baby and exploring that. "It's no secret that Gwen wants a daughter. She's spoken very publicly about it, and having a baby is something that she and Blake have discussed," the insider disclosed. Although Blake considers himself a father to her children, Kingston, 15, Zuma, 12, and Apollo, 7, he would really love a biological child of his own. A second source shared that Gwen absolutely loves her sons and being a boy mom, but thinks it would be incredible to have a daughter as well. There are a few different ways they can go about this, but the discussion is definitely on the table. They added, noting that the singer knows her 51-year-old age is a factor in considering expanding her family. Entitled Adrian Brody thinks he's Hollywood royalty in Oscar's stunt. "She'd really like a girl and always has. She feels like it would complete her family." Their friends would not at all be surprised to see it happen, and they are exploring all ways to do this. They're wasting no time waiting. Gwen Stefani, the style icon, and the country music star Blake Shelton tied the knot in a wedding that seemed as if it were plucked straight from the pages of a fairy tale. For fans of the pair, their wedding was the culmination of years of watching their connection bloom on The Voice and their journey toward finding true love. But beyond the love story, one of the most captivating aspects of their special day was Gwen's wedding dress, a show-stopping choice that captured her personal style while also nodding to the romance and grandeur of her relationship with Blake. Gwen has always been known for her unique, bold fashion choices. Think platinum blonde hair, bright red lips, and killer heels. So it was no surprise that the dress she selected for her wedding to Blake Shelton would be just as iconic. As with many brides, choosing the perfect wedding dress was a pivotal moment for Gwen. However, for the multi-talented star, the process came with an added layer of significance. Not only did she want to feel her best on her big day, but she also wanted to make sure that the dress encapsulated everything she had dreamed of, a reflection of both her personal style and the love she and Blake Shelton's love story was well documented from the moment the two began working together as co-stars on The Voice. Their chemistry was undeniable, and what started as a friendship blossomed into something much more. After years of public ups and downs, both in their personal lives and in their respective careers, they found each other, and the world watched as their romance played out in front of the cameras. From their first duet together to their engagement, and finally to their wedding day, it was clear that this union was more than just a celebrity pairing, it was the real deal. Despite the glamorous nature of their celebrity status, the wedding planning was a deeply personal experience for Gwen. She worked with a team of designers, including those close to her fashion tastes, to create the dress of her dreams. But the moment Gwen Stefani said yes to the dress was an emotional one. It wasn't simply about the aesthetic appeal of the gown. It was about the emotions it evoked and how it reflected her journey toward the altar with Blake. Gwen revealed in interviews that finding the dress wasn't something that she had rushed into. She was deliberate and thoughtful in her search for the perfect wedding gown, seeking something that felt both modern and timeless. And most importantly, it had to feel her. Having always been known for her eclectic and fearless fashion choices, Gwen didn't want a traditional dress that simply blended into the crowd. She wanted a gown that felt like an extension of her persona, a nod to her rock and roll roots, her personal flair, and her iconic style. When Gwen finally found the one, it was a moment of deep connection. She was with her closest friends and family members, all gathered to help her make this momentous decision. With the excitement and joy of her loved ones surrounding her, Gwen slipped into the gown that would become the centerpiece of her fairy tale wedding. It was an emotional experience, as Gwen described in interviews. She spoke about feeling a mix of excitement and nerves, emotions that would come to define her entire wedding day. The gown itself, designed by a world-renowned designer, was a masterful combination of classic bridal elegance and cutting-edge style. It featured intricate lace detailing, a deep V neckline, and long sleeves that gave it a regal, almost royal feeling. The silhouette was both flattering and comfortable, giving Gwen the freedom to dance the night away with her new husband. The veil, which cascaded down her back like a delicate waterfall of silk, complemented the dress perfectly, adding to the dreamy, otherworldly atmosphere of the event. It was the kind of dress that would go down in wedding history as one of the most talked about gowns of the decade. But beyond the beauty of the gown was the emotional significance it carried. As Gwen gazed at herself in the mirror, surrounded by her closest loved ones, she realized that this dress was not just a piece of clothing. It was a symbol of the life she was about to begin with Blake. It represented all of the love, joy, and struggles they had experienced together, and the future they were building. The journey to the altar had not always been easy for Gwen. She had gone through a painful divorce, a public relationship with another celebrity, and the challenges of being in the spotlight. But finding Blake had changed everything. Their connection was immediate and undeniable, and as they stood side by side in front of their family and friends, it was clear that this was a love that was meant to last. For Blake, seeing Gwen in her wedding dress was an emotional moment as well. He had often described their love story as one that felt like it was destined to be. The two had been through their fair share of heartbreaks, and yet they found solace in each other. For Blake, seeing Gwen in the dress symbolized a culmination of all the highs and lows they had faced to get to that point. In interviews, he later spoke about how it was hard to put into words what it felt like to watch her walk toward him on their wedding day, knowing that they were about to start this new chapter of their lives together. Their wedding day was a blend of romance, intimacy, and celebration. Held at Blake's Oklahoma ranch, the event was a beautiful mixture of country charm and glamorous elegance. The setting was perfect: picturesque rolling hills, lush greenery, and a warm sunset that added a touch of magic to the atmosphere. Guests, including close friends and family, watched as the couple exchanged vows and promised to love and support one another for the rest of their lives. Was also a celebration of their shared love for music. As a couple who met and bonded through their work on The Voice, music had always been a central theme in their relationship. Their wedding playlist was a blend of their favorite songs, some of them deeply personal, while others were carefully selected to set the tone for a night of dancing and joy. In the days following the wedding, the couple was inundated with messages of congratulations from fans and fellow celebrities. The images of Gwen in her wedding dress and the couple's joyous moments together became viral sensations, spreading across social media and making headlines around the world. The fairy tale wedding that so many had dreamed of finally became a reality for these two stars, and the world couldn't get enough of their love story. But even with all the attention, Gwen and Blake made it clear that this was a moment for them to cherish privately. While their fans celebrated with them, the couple was determined to savor the intimate moments of their marriage, free from the pressures of the public eye. For Gwen, the wedding dress was a symbol not only of her personal style, but also of the love she had found with Blake, a love that transcended all the noise of their careers, their fame, and their past relationships. As the couple continues to build their life together, their fans are left with the image of Gwen Stefani, glowing in a breathtaking wedding gown, standing beside her soulmate, Blake Shelton. Their journey together may have only just begun, but the memories of their fairy tale wedding, and the moment Gwen said yes to the dress, will undoubtedly live on forever in the hearts of those who have followed their love story. For Gwen, that moment of saying yes to the dress wasn't just about choosing a gown. It was about embracing the next chapter of her life with the man she loved. It was about saying yes to a future filled with love, adventure, and the kind of partnership that dreams are made of. And as the couple steps into their new life together, one thing is certain. Their love story will continue to be one of the most cherished and celebrated romances in Hollywood history. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.